Hello and welcome back to my Camino de Santiago journey. It's been a bit since I've published a full-length video, but I have been posting some shorts of my training walks if you have any interest in that. Today I just wanted to touch bases one last time before I head to Spain, mainly to compare my actual preparations to the lofty plans that I shared with you 3 months ago. You may recall that I talked about preparing mind, body, and spirit. So let's just take them in that order. Here's what I've been doing to educate myself and prepare mentally for the Camino. First of all, I have stayed engaged with the social media groups and other pilgrims that are posting online and asking questions and watching their videos, learning from their experiences, and that has been very helpful. The other thing I committed to was practicing Duolingo every day to try to learn some rudimentary Spanish. And I've done really well at that. I haven't missed a single day. And of course, I'm not fluent in Spanish by any means, but I think I know enough to get by. And finally, I also said I wanted to learn about each of the places in which we were going to stay. So I've done a little online research, just checking out each of the towns and cities and not digging in real deep, but I do certainly know more than I knew when I started. So I would say for my preparing my mind, I would give myself an A on that. So that brings us to my physical preparations. What have I been doing to prepare my body for the Camino? You know what they say about the best laid plans. I did go a little bit off of my plan. So just to remind you, I had committed to walking back-to-back days every week for increasingly longer distances and on a variety of surfaces. What I didn't take into consideration when I was planning was that as those walks got longer and longer, they would take up a bigger portion of the day. And sometimes my schedule just did not allow for back-to-back walks. Also, we've had a very dry spring here, and there just wasn't really any rain on any of the days that I scheduled walks. So I wasn't tested in that way. As far as surfaces, I did walk on a variety of surfaces for sure, but I must admit I did a lot more paved trails than I had originally envisioned. So, well, before I grade myself on that, there was one more piece. I said I was going to come up with a stretch routine that I would do after every walk, and I did stick to that 100%. I also have thrown into the mix a cool shower after each long walk as part of my recovery, and that seems to really be working. So I would say I probably would give myself a B+ on preparing my body for the Camino. My longest walk so far has been 12 miles, and that is longer than a couple of the shorter days on the Camino, but shorter than my longest days will be on the Camino. So hopefully it's all going to work out. That brings us to spiritual preparation. As promised, I did post the Spirit of the Camino on my bathroom mirror, so I see it several times a day as a reminder of why I'm going on this journey. I've also continued my mindfulness practices, so that's meditation, a gratitude journal, mindful eating, and just making a real conscious effort to be present during my long training walks. Now, I haven't been perfect in this area, but I have been pretty successful. So as far as spiritual preparation, I give myself an A-. I'm hoping that all this hard work and preparation will pay off. And what I'm wishing for while I'm on the Camino is that I'm able to release all the planning and the efforts at controlling things and just be completely present in the moment and open to whatever the Camino might bring me. I've been trying to balance that against also videotaping and recording the experience so that I can share it with you. And I think what I've come up with is that I will bring a small notebook and pen with me so that I can record my impressions and feelings and experiences on the spot without too much disruption. I'll also, of course, videotape, but I'm not going to try to edit or publish any of the videos until I get home. I will likely share maybe short daily recaps with just photos on probably Instagram and Facebook. But since editing and publishing a video takes a little bit more thought, I'm going to save that until I get home. I just cannot believe that this years-long dream I've had is now coming to fruition. It's going to be a reality in less than 2 weeks. By the next time I record a video, I will be on the journey. By the next time I publish a video, it will be a memory. I want to sincerely thank all of you who followed along with me on this journey. Those of you who have shared encouragement, support, some good advice. It really has been invaluable. So thank you very much. And until we meet again, I wish you all the best, and I hope you are enjoying your journey.